Ministry is such an important counterpart for us. But let me start, if it'll be helpful, with just a little introduction to the World Bank itself. So the World Bank is an institution like the United Nations that is owned by the countries of the world, including Nigeria. So Nigeria has a governor in Washington who is part of our board that supervises the World Bank. And the World Bank's remit, which is different from the United Nations and importantly different from the IMF as well, is to support the development of the country. Our mission is to eliminate poverty. That's our global mission. And we do this by lending money at usually at more favorable rates than countries can get themselves.
Director, World Bank, Mr. Mathew Verghis. Is that Verghis? Verghis, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Excellent. We're not fighting. Right, okay. Let me use this opportunity to welcome the World Bank team to the ministry. And I'd like to say thank you very much for your solidarity. Thank you for your support. Thank you for what you're doing for Nigeria. You are helping us. And I believe we can do a lot together for the people of Nigeria, for the citizens of Nigeria. They deserve to be looked after, and they deserve to benefit from the resources that have failed for this country. And so what you're doing is quite significant, and we thank you for it. The Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, obviously, is a two-pronged, has a two-pronged role. So two buckets, if you like, the humanitarian affairs mandate and also the poverty reduction mandate. And I know that you come more from the development aspect of it. So that's what will be our focus today. And part of our remit, obviously, is poverty reduction and also social protection programs. And these are not new to you, because you've been part and parcel of this program, designing these programs and helping out even with implementation and what have you. So these programs cover from the Empower, the National Homegrown School Feeding Program, the Government Enterprise and an Empowerment Program, and also the grant for vulnerable groups. All of this, you have played a role in delivering them. So, like I said, these are not new to you. And the ministry has quite a number of agencies within it. The National Commission for Refugees and Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, agencies like the INSIPA, that is the National Social Investment Programs Agency, and you mentioned NASPI SU as well, the SOLID and all of those. And we have also the National Senior Citizens Center as well, and the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities. These are all agencies within the ministry. And we work also with partner ministries, which is very familiar to you. I don't want to bore you with that. And what with NEMA, Ministry of Regional Development, and Budget and Planning, and all of those. So I'd like to say that your partnership is very, very important. And I got asked, specifically around, our mandates, which is what I tried to establish. And then also regarding the vision that we have, which is where I'm going to pay, emphasis really on regarding the ministry at the moment. So, as a ministry, we sit at the center, coordinating, various programs. We also, we try to provide that platform for coordination. We looking at what we intend to do, specifically for the ministry, while we are under stewardship, we're looking at the place of the social registry, which is very, very important, because whatever support package you have, if you don't reach the intended demography, it becomes very, very difficult to achieve. So what we're looking to do is to use the social registry database as an integration tool to strengthen social protection systems and services, but also as a tool for coordinating other line ministries. So the social register plays a very, very important role, and as we look forward and look at how the data can be cleaned up, the data can be added on to, we're looking at getting something that when we say support is going to people, it actually reaches the people that that we intend to. Those identify as poor. That will be our focus. But like we said, we coordinate this with, we are the coordinate point, for the others around, us that are providing similar support, like I mentioned earlier on, the other line ministries and what have you. And we understand that Nigeria is a federation. And so the subnationals are very, very, play an important role as well, just as you alluded to that. So one of our visions will be, that what we want to do is to make sure that our social protection systems and services is strengthened, to cascade social protection and interventions at the subnational levels as well. It's very, very important that whatever we do, we strengthen the federal, we strengthen the states as well. And as you alluded to this earlier on, they're getting lots of money now from support from World Bank. So we need to strengthen the systems at the subnational level. So that will be our focus. And also, we intend to sort of leverage carbon emission reduction projects, as tools to alleviate poverty. Nigerians poverty, we're told we have over 60% thereabout of multi-dimensionally poor people. And so there are dimensions to the poverty in Nigeria. So what we're looking to is we can leverage carbon emission reduction projects to, as a tool to alleviate this dimension, some of the dimensions of poverty. And through this, we can improve public health also. We can empower women and youth. We can generate sustainable livelihoods as well, whilst taking advantage of carbon credits, revenues, and also carbon finance and what have you. So, it's just another innovation trying to help the poor while also helping the environment. It's going to be something that we will really focus on. So these are the three things, now that we think that if we can focus on, it will help us to reach the intended audience in, demography, and also to strengthen the state so they too can also reach them. But while doing that, we take advantage of the green initiatives that help the environment and also, give us a sustainable plan to reinvest into poor communities. So basically that's what we're looking at. But again, having said that, you're here to support us, and thank you for offering that support. But what we're looking also is that how can you, as an organization, help the ministry to design and build a longer-term social safety nets intervention that supports the poor short-term, but also builds them to become self-reliant, resilient, and independent. So we will be looking to you for that support. How can we achieve this? And you just to mention that, okay, you support this social you offer this social support to people, and then the risk is that people tend to then rely on it and trying to win them off. Thus, social support can be very, very difficult. I've lived in the UK, and we know that we're looking at some with second, third generation of people dependent on social support, because they've been born into families that are not working, and they've seen the family get social help, and so they believe that they don't need to work to earn a living. And before you know it, they too fall into that trap. And they're going to another generation falling into that trap. We don't want such. We want to make sure that while we offer short-term support, that we are also able to have a long-term plan to get these people becoming self-reliant, to get these people becoming self-sufficient, so that they can also help themselves. And we look at the shrinking support in the UK. We look at the US, for example, with the food stamps, being reduced now, being taken off. So all of this, it's a world problem that we need to. So we want to also in Nigeria, while we do this, that we're also focused on moving people from the short term, support into resilience. So that would be my ask, for the World Bank to see how they can support us, and we'll be very glad to do that. We don't want to trap people into a cycle of, support. We want people to use their God-given abilities to be able to self-sustain. I think basically that's what we'll be looking for, and I'm looking forward to working with you. You're new, so we have a lot of learning to do, and then but good you have your team here. I've got my team here, so that will be able to bring me up to speed, and then we can progress to help our people. Thank you very much.